Why should you use Astolfo? Well, he has insanely good support, he's a repulse and damage buffer, and he has okay damage. However, he is only one placement and he must be max upgrade to be able to buff, and he has a lot of downtime if you're going to use him in shorter stages. As for basic information and passive, Astolfo is a one placement full AoE unit that costs 91,500 yen to max, and Astolfo passive allowed him to repulse enemy, gain buff from using his own ability, and reducing his own ability cooldown. As for his ability, he has 3 ability. First, Hippogriff function as Gogeta Teleport. Spellbook allowed you to grant an ally CC and debuff immunity, but if you use the other ability, this buff will be gone. And lastly, Spear, which will target the enemy and will leave the enemy shadow behind, and any damage dealt to the soul will also deal back to the original enemy. And for his best trait, Monarch is by far Astolfo's best trait, as he is a one placement, making Monarch his best trait without any contest. However, for free to play, Ethereal can be good because of the SPA buff, and in turn also make Bliss one of the best. Deadeye is pretty useless on him as crit is not desirable and he prefers to have his stat buff, but I gotta mention that his last upgrade has 10 hit, making Deadeye very valuable, but support trait are much better compared to DPS trait in my opinion. And speaking of range, Solar and Marksman can be great in PvP as bigger AoE mean more enemy repulse, and it can also be good in tournament and infinite as well, but I think it highly depends on the map. But do keep in mind that Astolfo is pretty much a support unit, while Monarch will give you the best damage, but Ethereal, Solar and Bliss will give you much more support. And for top traits, Monarch is the best, followed by Ethereal and Solar and Bliss. And for familiar, use these. And for synergy, Astolfo is mainly a support that can dish out some damage, as his main synergy are those who do not only benefit from his damage buff but also repulse. And with the soul mechanic, unit with big attack AoE or full AoE greatly benefit from them. So units such as Aizen, Cassie, Dante, Virgil, Yamamoto, or a Monarch unit, as the 40% buff can be only applied to one unit. And Ragnar is also eating good with this one, as he can buff up to 40% best buffer in the game. To use Astolfo effectively, place him in a high traffic area where there's lots of enemy pass through. This helps you with more repulses. And start with Hippogriff to teleport and gain his passive buff, then quickly use Spear and game it at the enemy spawn to hit as many enemies as possible. Time your repulse right before the Spear to maximize hit. Finally activate Spellbook to double the buff, and the more enemy you hit, the stronger it goes up to, plus 40% for a single unit. If this video helped you, please like and comment down below who you want to see next.